Hello there, nieces and nephews. This is your Uncle Bill, and we did it. We grew our family to 1,000 plus. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you to my moderators. I have the Regina Show. Thank you very much. And she's also my coach. Love ya. And DieBullFrog79. Another one of my moderators. Thank you very much. And because we all need good moderators, both of them are excellent moderators. And let's get on to a little bit of party stuff just to get us in the mood. Party, party, party. Guess what? Join us June 2nd. You don't want to miss it. We're celebrating meeting our goals for the month of April for the Uncle Bill Doobie family. Yahoo! And you all helped make it possible. Well, that's enough of that. Let's get into our sponsor. 5 reasons to join Uncle Bill's weekly newsletter. 1, it's free. It's a quick and easy read. This one here is this week's newsletter. It's only 3 pages. Has information how to get to the Monday Live and to the after party. The after party is easy to get to. I even put information on how to get to it in the newsletter along with links. The links are only provided if you join the newsletter. And hi, Bridget, and brought up Stream Alive because I think we're going to go to the Circle of Choice and see what we're going to do next. How's that? Oh, maybe we'll give away a pen right away. How's that sound? Woohoo! Let's show you what we're talking about here. And make myself bigger. Take this off the stream. Where are we going? We're going to show you all sorts of things on the coming up here. Here we go. This is the pen. Why don't I show you it out of the case? And we have an interaction which we call the winning wheel. Except to get into the winning wheel, we have to have a couple of emojis first. I put into the chat about a place to find all sorts of new emojis. So put in as many emojis as you can think of. And guess what? You have to put in at least 3 to qualify for the pen drawing. So get doing your emojis. Now, the way the pen will go is I will post the pen because they're with me right now. So I have to get them in the post and get them off to you guys. We'll give you a minute more to get in your emojis. And you can put in more than 3. You can put in as many as you want. Fun emojis. And that link that I put into the chat early on in the broadcast, well, actually before the broadcast, is a link to probably the most complete emoji references that is on the internet at the moment. It's got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of emojis, all of which probably can be used on YouTube just about. All right, let's see what the spinning wheel says who the winner is. Start this interaction. Nope. You know, I didn't even comment, and I wasn't even supposed to be in there. I tried this before, and well, let's give it another go because obviously I have a pen. The Virginia Show! Yay! Virginia, you are the winner of a pen, a defense pen. And we think that it's a good thing to have a defense pen. Let's get to our next interaction, which is going to be 5 crazy things because we all like party, party, party. Yeah, and you want 5 crazy things. I'll give you 5 crazy things, and they'll all have a little bit to do with camping. Not only that, they'll all fit in my mug. First off, for camping, you need a good knife. And this is one that I don't know if I've shared or not yet, but this is actually a necklace knife. You can wear it around your neck, and then you can just pull it down and have a nice knife to use if you need it for cutting or whatever. This is Smith & Wesson. It only goes into the scabbard one way, and the cool thing about it is the scabbard also has a very good emergency whistle. I mean, this thing will be heard for miles. Great. Number 1, share. I'm just so excited about the party that we're going to be having in a little bit. And oh, yes. Now, another thing that is useful for camping is a flashlight. And this only takes 1 battery, which is, I've fallen in love with flashlights that are strong, and they only take 1 AA battery. Get the AA battery flashlights, not the AAA batteries, because AAAs don't last as long. And if you can get one that takes a single D cell, but that would be kind of hefty. This thing these are just the perfect size for me. I fell in love with this size flashlight. Also, it's good to have one that has a nice bright color. I've had numerous times where my black flashlights, the ones that are just this same type of thing, you're hunting for it, you can't find it. That's why Uncle Bill likes colorful things for camping, so that you can find them. Share number 2. And share number 3. Well, share number 3 is a little bit different, but not so much different. This is an infuser for cooking while you're camping, and you can just take your tea and put it inside this infuser right here, and you can brew up some tea. Now, unfortunately, I found out the hard way twice now with tea. Coffee stains are one thing because they stain your teeth uniformly, but there are some teas that are high in resin, hibiscus tea for one, and I was talking to a friend of mine who had the same experience that I did. I love hibiscus tea. If you drink a lot of it, however, it'll turn your teeth literally black. And not only that, not a uniform black, it streaks your teeth first because the resin's in the tea. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll figure it out. I've just turned on to a new recipe for tea. Now this recipe doesn't stain your teeth. You take lemon juice, and you mix that with hot water, a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and a little bit of honey to sweeten it, and it is delicious. I love that. I figured out a way to save on the calories. I took 5 cloves because I was trying out clove tea. I love clove tea. Now the problem is I found out that the cloves will actually stain your teeth too. I'm trying to figure out new ways without staining my teeth to have things with lower calories. So I'll probably go back to just even cayenne pepper by itself in hot water, which is kind of tasty. That was a little side note about tea. Another camping thing, this, and no, it's not to give you a salute. This is a special fork here, and this is used for eating avocado. Mangoes. Jam that right into the pit, and then you just peel the avocado, and then you can eat it, and it's delicious. Yum, yum, yum. You could bring these with you camping too. Plus, you never know, this could work as a self-defense tool too, because it's got a sharp point. Now, I don't know, I haven't figured out what to share for the fifth thing yet of what we're talking about with camping, but I guess, oh, you could have a nice mug to bring with you camping, and just what? This is an Uncle Bill merch mug, and we're going to be giving away 2 of them in this live stream. Woohoo! We're going to have fun, and I'm going to turn it back over to this guy, because he might know what he's talking about. Bye-bye. And I'm back, except I didn't know what that word was while I was filming, and I didn't have time to edit it, so that was fun. And I'm glad that you liked the edit. Welcome to the Pedroza Travel channel, and also to Bridget D. Love you both, and you're all part of my family. I'm part of yours too. That's how things work. Let's see, and we could pull up and see which one we're going to do next, because we could do this one more time if it lands on pen, and 2 more times if it doesn't. All right, let's go back all the way and show it on stream. And you all have been putting in all sorts of comments into the stream, so you'll all qualify. And we need to, here we go, start up. What are we going to give away next? I added in a sticker. I forgot about that, but I'm going to give it away. Yes, I shall. So the next person that we're going to pull up from the circle of choice is, let's find out. Oh, nobody qualifies yet. So let's go into emojis everywhere and start that up. And everybody can put in at least 3 more emojis. I'll give you 2 minutes. Yep. And John, I think the Pedroza travel, I think you need to put them in separately. 3 different, not 3 at once. But that looks good too. I like that one. Next time I'll set it to 1 so that everybody will qualify right away quickly. Well, John's qualified. We have, oh, wait a second. Did I stop that? I guess I did. Come on, go. Well, let's give it a try again. See if it, anybody else want to try in for a sticker? We'll see. Oh, now everybody's in there. Great. The Virginia Show. I owe you a sticker. You know, I also need to write down what you've won so far. Pen and a sticker. I'll put an RR sticker. Or I can just go back through the show. That would be probably even smarter. Not to. Now, let's have some news, because it's always good to have news. And we keep on having some fun. Big news. Big news is our family has grown to 1,000. 1,000 family members today. Woohoo! Actually, it's 120,025 as we talk. That is our big news story. Another news story is we are still 3 weeks into the San Diego bus strike. It is the longest transportation strike in San Diego since the city was founded. It really, longest in history. This is crazy. 3 weeks that it has been a full-on strike, and partly I think is because they haven't done a full strike. Had they all walked out, of course they might be locked up, who knows, there might be some law that says that you can't all go on strike. And there are some services in the South Bay now. It's who knows, but it's just really sad, and it's too bad that everybody's losing at this point, and the fingers are pointing, and we'll found out that this week that our buses are actually subcontracted for many of the bus lines, and that's sad. Now, let's see, what else? Mars Express Orbiter. Yes, Mars Express Orbiter has exceeded its useful life. In other words, it was expected to stop working 12 years ago, and it's still running strong. Not only is it still running strong, NASA's kind of, they're saying that, they're advertising it as like a webcam. Well, it ain't a webcam, but it is amazing because all the way from Mars, they were able to have webcam-like coverage where the orbiter was sending a picture of Mars from Mars back to Earth, one picture every 50 seconds, which is amazing. Here's how amazing it is. It takes 3 minutes at the speed of light, or actually, I'm not sure if it's speed of light or speed of radio waves, or if radio waves travel the speed of light. I have to go back to my physics books and check that out. But from the speed of whatever they use to transmit it, they say that there's a delay of like 3 minutes just to get all the way back to Earth. So traveling, that's a long way away. Oh, let's see, 12 years past the project. Okay, we got that. Now, sorry students, but the Senate just passed a bill to block the student relief plan that was in effect by the President. Biden's student relief plan has been blocked by the Senate. Sorry. And another, oh yes, on NPR. NPR News is where I got most of this, where I looked up, and found most of the news for today. And there is one news story on there that you just have to see. And it shows how well the police cams now are. It's amazing because this whole footage of this news story was filmed with a policeman's camera that's mounted onto his uniform, and they're taking there's an accident along one of the roads on a divided highway on one side. So here's the accident on this side, and there's tow trucks on both sides because they didn't know how many they were going to need and everything. One of the tow trucks on the other side of the road had its ramp down, and you have to go to npr.org and check this video footage out, because there's a 21-year-old who's driving her car, and she literally goes up the ramp of the tow truck that's not being used. Thank God there wasn't a car on that ramp, because she probably would have died. But miraculously, her car goes up, vaults off this thing, spins just like in a Hollywood movie, lands, hits another car 120 feet away. I mean, literally flies 120 feet through the air, lands, crash, off to the hospital. She's going to survive. Amazing. Good thing she had her seatbelt on. Now, that is an amazing story about a car wreck. I was going to say train wreck, but I didn't. But I did. Anyways, we're going to have fun. We're going to give away prizes. It's going to be, that's part of the news too. You never know when the prizes are going to come. Who knows? I might stop the news right here and then give away a prize, because we're going to give away prizes today. That's news too. Marie C. Bolden, you might not know her, but you do know that we had the National Spelling Bee finish on June 1st. She was the first winner of the National Spelling Bee, Marie C. Bolden. And there's a whole lot more to that story, but I'll let you look it up, because you know what? You need to start looking things up in life. And it was crazy because people have gotten sloppy in the way that they do news coverage and the way that they do web pages, etc., 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 because I couldn't for the life of me. Now, it's either Cleveland, Ohio, or it's in Washington, D.C., but they did not say exactly, you couldn't look up exactly where the finals were held. And I'm sure somebody knows that, and they're going to write, "Oh, Uncle Bill, it's so easy, you should know that." Well, Uncle Bill didn't know that, and I couldn't find it. And now you can find it. Last one, Kim Cattrall, Sex and the City star. Who would not forget Kim Cattrall? Well, anyways, they're going to be doing a, what do they call it? A spin-off, yeah. A spin-off, and she is going to be appearing on it. How much she's going to appear, or in how much, we don't know. And that's my news. Guess what? I'm going to turn it back over to this guy over here, because he's got all sorts to talk about. We're going to have fun and games, and he's going to be in charge of it all. And thank you. Here's some other news before I turn you back over. The best moderator on YouTube is Regina from The Regina Show. So how about you all getting in chat and on the rerun, say hi, Regina, and give her a big shout out. Love you all, and I'm turning it back over to him. Here I am. Yes, thank you, Virginia, and thank you, all of you guys. You guys are all just amazing, and it takes a family to make a family, and it's been such a great time. That car crash is like it is. It's like out of a Hollywood movie. The interesting thing is when you watch the footage on the car crash, the other tow truck, it's like Darwin at his best because the tow truck didn't turn on his lights, and yet he was, I think, actually in the road with his ramp down. I mean, why did they think that? Oh yeah, geez, no lights on, showing that this is a hazard to people coming up. That they're just obviously going to know that the tow truck, which has, after having the tires over the ramp about 100 million times, doesn't look much different than tar. And if you're coming up at it at 70 miles an hour, you might not see it, because the ramp was up and actually covering the cab. So, you couldn't see the cab at all. So it was not funny, but at the same time, just thank God that lady didn't get killed. And yes, webcams, they call it webcams, but what it was is when that rover went out, the orbiter first went out, it was only supposed to send pictures back like once a day or something like that. So they actually said on the news story that it grew a webcam, but what happens here is the communications ability on our end to receive pictures has improved so much so that they were able to get it so that it sends out one picture every 50 minutes, and they're calling that a webcam, but it's close enough. Really slow baud rate, of course. That's that one. And let's get back to something I want. Oh yeah, some other things. Seeing as it is camp week, if you go camping, make sure to bring some clothing that's nice and reflectorized if you plan to do any exercising or even hiking in the woods. You might want to have some brightly colored clothing, especially if it's hunting season. That and a whistle. That whistle that I showed, and I actually told the garbage man that he should take the day off until right before my broadcast and then come out and collect the garbage. I don't know if you hear him in the background. This is upside down, and it is a Quechua 2 seconds tent. And I'm here to say that this thing says that it'll fit 3 men. It just barely fit me by myself. If I'm sitting up in this tent, it's supposed to have a 40-inch clearance. I don't think I have a 40-inch from my tailbone to my head. But if I sat on the floor, my head would touch the ceiling. And that's because the inner tent on these newer Quechuas, I don't think it's as well tied up on the Quechua tent. And there was one thing that you had said, Pedroza, that I wanted to ask about, because you said, oh yeah, the surfboard. I don't want to ask about it. I wanted to comment on it. I think that lady that lost her arm lost it at about the elbow, because there's actually, I think, a surfer that professional woman surfer that got back into surfing even after getting bitten by a shark. Oh, I'm out of sync. Oh no, I hope not. It could be that it could be anywhere actually in the process. It could be on the other end or on my end. We'll find out in the after broadcast. But it is something that's kind of interesting. Now, let's go back to way long ago and just show you the original video, my first video back in March 6th, 2009. I didn't realize that it was almost the exact same day, except 2 years after the first video on YouTube, which I think was also in March 2007.
Hi, my name is Bill, and this is my Bialy Challenge. Welcome to my kitchen. This is my first. First off, we got to have the water hot enough for our yeast, more like 100. And we measure out 1 1/2 cups of water. So that's what I'm doing right now, is measuring out 1 1/2 cups. I like these little OXO measuring cups. So there's 1 1/2 cups of water, 3 tablespoons of sugar to pre-measure, 1 teaspoon of salt. Put that in there. Actually, it said tablespoon, which seems like a lot of salt to be using, but what the heck, the recipe calls for it, so I'll put 2 more teaspoons in. 1, 2. Oil, 2 tablespoons, measured it out in my shot glass. 1 egg white, which we will add in with an egg white separator. 3/4. I just use a standard bread flour, and I use a nice knife for measuring off the flour. So 1. I found that leaving your cup inside your flour makes it a lot easier, because then you're not searching for a good measuring cup. 2, 3. This will be the 4th. And by the way, the bread machine that I'm using is a 2-pound bread loaf machine, and I will use it on the pizza dough setting, which is about an hour that it'll take for the thing to process. You have a lot of people with the shows, and they show you how to do things, and they show you how to do it all by hand, but I believe in machines. So 4 3/4 cup. This is about 3/4, maybe a little bit back in there. So 4 3/4 cup flour, 2 teaspoons of yeast, 2 teaspoons. The sugar feeds the yeast, and the salt inhibits the yeast. Just give you a quick look, and then I'm going to pop this into, there we go, there's a quick look. And set it to pizza dough. For the onion topping, I need 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil or olive oil, 1 1/2 teaspoons of poppy seeds, and 1/3 cup minced onions, 1/2 teaspoon coarse kosher salt. Also, as with every recipe that I do, I like to change it up a little bit. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of garlic, because I just love garlic. Here is an onion, a little bit more than a half an onion, ought to be the equivalent of about 1/3 onion. So I could have used my knife. I mean, I've got a whole assortment of knives. But why not let your food processor, mini food processor, do the job for you a little bit quicker? So here I'm precisely measuring it. I have a feeling that whoever made this recipe probably measures the same way I do, so I'm not too worried. That's about 1/3 cup right in there right now. This is about 1/3 cup. 2 tablespoons. I used olive oil. 1 1/2 poppy seeds. I keep a bunch of those on. And 1/2 poppy seeds. I use kosher salt. Last ingredient is going to be our garlic. So we add those in, mix them up, and we'll have those standing by and ready for when the dough is ready in about an hour. So first we take the dough out of the bread machine. It helps to take a little plastic spatula or something to release the dough from the sides of the bread pan. And don't worry about losing some of your rise on this. You'll gain this all back in the oven, he says with confidence. My hands are all nice and gooey. The reason why is because I didn't put any olive oil on them, which I'm going to do right now. So we'll do a quick wash on my hands and wash them, dry them, oil them, and then we're all set and ready to go. Besides, I have to oil the dough blade a little bit and on the blade. Reason why I'm doing that is so that I can separate it out into the number of little dough balls that I'm going to make. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to make 8 of them or 16 of them. I think I'm going to go with 8. Make these big bialy rolls so that people can have nice big chewy bialys. Maybe 16, because this actually does look pretty big. Each one of these, with this amount of pizza, with this amount of dough, I would probably make about 4 personal pan pizzas. So you can see it doesn't stick to the knife blade, dough blade. Supposed to use parchment. They say that aluminum foil is an acceptable substitute. Take one dough, put it into a ball, put it on our mat. I probably should have used 2 of these. And use a glass for getting the center done. Press it down. That makes it nice indentation. They said on the internet when I looked up the recipe that these are like little mini pizzas. So I'm going to make little mini pizzas. That's perfect right there. Take 1 teaspoon, put it in there. There we go. There's bialy. A perfect one. And then we can just, oh, it smells good too. We'll transfer that. Here's my first batch of bialys. You can see they got the sauce on them. The recipe calls for 425 for your oven. So you preheat your oven to 425. If you have a fast oven like mine, you can just pop it in there. Okay, so we're popping them in there. Here's my second batch and a little stray. We're actually making a baker's dozen. I got a little excited with the dough knife, so somewhere along the way I ended up, after about 4 minutes in the oven is what they look like. And now we're putting them in the top rack, and we'll show them to you when they're finished. So it's about 6 minutes aside, flip them around, and then they should be done. So about 12 minutes from start to finish once you're in the oven. Sorry, I just couldn't wait to start eating mine. These things are delicious. Brings back memories of New York City. By the way, what did we learn? Bialys aren't that tough. Use bagel dough, bialy topping. Instead of using 1/3 cup of onion, I decided it's probably better to use 1/2 or more. And like I suspected, that was just a roundabout measure. And poppy seeds. Also, with my experimentation as far as parchment paper, the aluminum foil worked fine. I had several different tries. I found out that the just light greasing with olive oil, no problems. Next time, maybe I'll reveal my secret sunflower and poppy seed bread. Have a great day. See you.
And that was my first video. It was a lot of fun. Yes, bialys are traditional Jewish food from a long time ago. Lots of fun. And they don't last long. As a matter of fact, the funny thing is, I don't even think I think I might have made them one more time after that, because as little amount of work as it is, it's more work than I wanted to do. I prefer to just make a loaf of bread and cut it up and put something on it. Let's have another giveaway. What shall we give away? How about a cup? We have 2 cups and 2 shirts to give away, and we have less than 30 minutes to do it. I think we can do it. Yay! Also, you all have a pretty good chance of winning too. Let's get some, what is your favorite game to play? Let's see, restart. Start interaction. This is Transient Thoughts again. So put down what your favorite game to play is. And after that, we'll run the winning wheel. 3 games that you like. 1 in 4 chance. Yes. And Uncle Bill doesn't count. But I should not be on the wheel. We'll find out this time. But it's easy enough to just spin it again. This is Stream Alive, by the way, and it's an excellent program. I've been very happy with it. Oh, and you know what? I'll even show you what you guys are typing too. Zombie Cats. That sounds like an interesting game to play. Is that a computer game? Must be. I think all games these days are computer games. Has everybody typed in enough times what their thing is that they want? We'll go until the 30 seconds more, and then we'll spin the wheel to find out who wins. Did I say cup or shirt? Whatever gets written into the chat next will be what we give away, either a cup or a shirt. So somebody, you can write in whatever you want in there, whether it's a cup or a shirt. So write down what you want to win. Shirt. Okay, we're giving away a shirt. Thank you, Pedroza Travel. And Virginia, if you could drop your link into the chat and also John's link, Pedroza Travel into the chat, that would be very much appreciated. And anybody else that's still in the chat. And thank you to the replay crew too. Here we are, time to run the, let's go right to the winner and let's see what we have. Start this interaction and it doesn't want to start. Give it another try. All right, I guess we got to just hit return 3 times each one of you, and then we'll, in other words, I can't spin. My wheel is broken. Well, let's see if this one will work. Ashley, let's do it this way. I got it figured out. Winning wheel. one comment. So all you need is this, and we will go one. Oh, here we go. Let's see, right there. Just one comment in there, and we got everybody in there. More than one way to make things work. And I won, so let's spin it again. Because I already have a shirt. The Virginia Show! You win a shirt! Yay! That's going to be fun. And I'm back! What is everybody's plans for Father's Day? Me, I plan to just kind of hang out and do a lot of nothing. My father passed quite a few years ago, and I don't have any fathers-in-law to, although I might send some nice greetings to my son-in-law because he's going to be in that camp shortly. So we'll find out. On the beach. That sounds great. Are you on the beach right now, Pedroza Travel? I mean, I see that channel and a new place every week. I love it. I went to Top Gun House to see Top Gun House today. It's a pie shop. Oh, I love pies. I love eating. I came across a book, and unfortunately the author has passed, but The Spice Diet, if anybody's looking for a good cookbook, and I would look at it more as a cookbook than a dieting book, because it has the name diet, but it's all about food and how different foods interact. And he has 2 teas in there, which were amazing. He said you can use cloves and make a tea out of cloves. I did that. I wouldn't highly recommend it because it did stain my teeth a little bit. Of course, I used a lot of cloves. I guess if you could get away with using 1 or 2 cloves and make tea. They are strong in flavor. I can't believe how strong they are. Saw that surfboard. Literally on the same beach in Oceanside, on the beach in Oceanside, and you saw the surfboard. Are you talking about the surfboard that had the lady that met the shark? Ouch. I'm on a seafood diet too. I love food. Oh, by the way, that's one thing that I'm going to do right now. Just because it's such a great day and we're having such a good time, I'm putting a special link to the after party. I don't usually do this, but we're at 1,000 in the family strong. So if you want to join the after party after the broadcast, come on up. It's going to be fun. All right, so we did one shirt. Let's do another shirt. And that's a good thing to do. All right. Let's see who the winner is going to be this time. We'll get down here. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Okay. Everybody's qualified. Here we go. The Virginia Show! You get another shirt. And we'll talk later. All right, so I've given away both pens, both shirts, and I think I gave away one of the cups, didn't I? let's see. Sticker, pen, shirt. And did you get both shirts there, Virginia? It's going to be fun on the replay. And we have one more cup to give away. So I should tell a story about camping. And if I can find my thing on, let's go digging through my pictures. And we'll do that next. And see what we can find. All right. Let's go share screen, understand, entire screen, screen 2. These are all the pictures that are on Uncle Bill's computer when I show them to you. And there they are. We have art photos. Let's see if we can find, these would be old photos, which would, I have a weird way of filing things. 2022, old camera roll, vintage. That sounds good. Oh, those aren't the right kind. Those are just stock photos. Add pictures, birthday cake, Bonbon, bloggy, learning, feedback, fast on capture. Is this going to work? I don't know. We'll find out. Saved pictures. Oh, these are saved. Oh, this is a picture of me back in the Philippines. Come on, get up there. That's back when I was young Lieutenant JG, actually lieutenant in the military. And this is on Corregidor in the Philippines. There was a lot of battles on Corregidor. And let's see if we can find something else. Taking a trip way back with Uncle Bill to Officers Candidate School. This is on graduation day. Oh, my pleasure. And Pedrosa Travel, everyone has a role in life and helping out for the cause. I don't think it's just the military. Took the kids on a vacation once and Christmas, long time ago, up in Camp. This is actually in Camp Pendleton. They have cabins up there that you can rent. And used to go to canoe camp up in Canada. This is me when I was like 16 years old. And a Waban Sea camper. Actually, I think I was younger than that. I was like 14 or 15. That was an interesting summer. We had a very low water year. So we took this one canoe trip where I swear we walked as many miles as we canoed. And my great-grandfather, who was a multimillionaire, Albright, John D. Albright, I think was his name. And anyways, he built, he and a bunch of his crones literally bought the top of a mountain, highest trout lake in the New York State. And this was the chalet that they built. And supposedly that was built with no nails for the main chalet structure. So it's kind of like log cabin chalet. And this is actually the back of the house. Yes, the Albright Foundation. That is the same, one and the same. And the Albright Knox Art Gallery, he started that. He's very influential in Buffalo, New York. And let's see, what's this one? Christmas, many years ago. Oh, yeah. very many years ago. See this silly, dopey looking little kid? That's me. This is my dad, my Uncle Arthur, Aunt Susan, my mom, Uncle Harold, Aunt Mary. I think she might still be alive. My grandma Albright. I think she was at Esther. Cousin Tommy, and the rest of the crew. That was fun. Yay. So you get to have a little stream because I couldn't find it. It is on my Facebook page, but not easily found on my computer page. Did I hang out with the Clintons? No, we didn't hang out with the Clintons. We weren't that famous. And I don't think the Albrights did. They did have, I think, 4 presidents that went up to Wilmert. I wouldn't doubt if Roosevelt, Teddy might have been one of them. Because the chalet was actually built at the turn of the century. And if you want to read an interesting book about camping trip gone wrong, read The River of Doubt by I can't remember who wrote it, but it's about Teddy Roosevelt's trip down the River of Doubt in I think it was Brazil, not Brazil, but south of there, and it was just a disaster waiting to happen. It was like you read this about every wrong way to plan a trip was the way that they did this, and they were lucky to get out by the skin of their teeth, and they were all sick by the time they got done with the trip. She's famous for her lapel pin, and you could tell the country's status by the pin. Oh, I didn't know that. Madeleine Albright. Oh, I didn't know. Whoa, wow. Learn new stuff every day. And that's the way. Oh, and I'm going to share if you guys are looking for something, here's another thing that I did for today. That's another program, because I love programs and I do programs a lot. Well, I don't make them, but I use a lot of them. This is Jamboard, and it's actually a free program. I don't know why more people don't talk about it, from Google. And I'm going to make it big so you can see but this is my party planning for today. Here's party today, check email, party stuff, 5 crazy things, quick news. And these are all like sticky notes. You can have over here, you can have a pen so you can write things all over the place. Or you can have an eraser and you can go back and erase all the stuff that you wrote. Down here, you got for picking things up and moving them around. And here, this is for all the sticky notes, and you can change the colors of the notes too, which is nice. So here's nice note. And you have that. Oh, and I forgot to say that Fridays are going to now, from here on out, be only a half an hour long, because also I'm going to be going live from here on out to the end of the month every day at 3 p.m. It's going to be fun. And I don't know why I'm talking right into the camera, because I'm just showing you all this stuff here. But that's the way I am. And then you can even add an image. So like, say we could go here and go and grab this, because this was a beautiful, and we could upload this. This is the picture of the boat that I got off of my my stockimage.ai. And this thing will take anything. So for planning, this is a great, if you're on the fly and you want to do something really quick, you can put circles in here. I think you can also check different Can you do squares? Yeah, I knew there was different shapes you could do. So I could do like a arrow if I want to put that in there. And then here's just standard text. This is how I got this stuff in here. And then here, if I'm doing a presentation and I'm going off of this, I can like laser point up to here and then bring it down to there. And then, so it's just something that's to keep under your hat for use in the future. And then we have this one here, which is not being shared because I can share this tab instead. Okay. And whoa, wow. I got a lot of things going on there. So let's just go and share this on screen. There we go. This is the emoji thing that I put in the link a long time ago. And I'll put another one in there, which is this one for everybody. Oh, we're already past time for the party. Party, after party. I love you all. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And let's make me big one last time. Mwah! Love you all. Have a great day. And thanks for coming. Bye-bye. And also, if you can find the link, you can join the party.